Now, that's probably the closest I'm going to come to really upsetting you today, if you are still labouring under the illusion that what happened on television yesterday was in any way significant or disgraceful or worthy of, you're going to think I'm exaggerating, worthy of coverage in the Daily Mail today that reaches page 22. I should have built up a bit of tension there, shouldn't I? What do you reckon? If you're wise enough never to open this rag, what page do you reckon it ends? The coverage ends. It begins on page 1. There are a couple of pages, so it's on page 2. Then they have pages 3, 4 and 5 focusing on what could be loosely called news, except page 3 is photographs of the wives and girlfriends of football players. So I don't know that that's really news, but pages 4 and 5 have a look at some proper news. And then that's it. Then it hits page 6 to page 22 on some television programmes that were released yesterday featuring Harry and Meghan explaining how the British media was desperate to destroy her. And there are 22 pages, give or take here, of the British media desperately trying to destroy her. I'm not sure, lads, that you're doing a brilliant job of proving her wrong. I'm no expert, nor are they. I'm no expert. But I'm not sure you're doing a brilliant job of proving them wrong when they say that the British media had a weird, warped and largely racist vendetta against Meghan Markle from pretty much the moment that she, I don't know what she did wrong initially, probably having a backstory. Was it having a success, having achieved something in life rather than just sitting around and waiting for the fella to pop the question? I do not know.
Hello, my beautiful squaddies. I hope, wherever you are, you're finding little moments of peace and joy today. Welcome back to Daily Diaries Friday, a space filled with warmth, love, and endless gratitude for you. Your presence here is a gift, and I want you to know how deeply appreciated you are. So take a moment for yourself. Breathe in kindness, breathe out any worries, and just be here with me. You are enough, just as you are. And I'm so happy you're here. Now, let's get started, squaddies. The Daily Mail's obsessive fixation on Meghan Markle has reached yet another absurd peak, with their latest attempt to manufacture outrage over her private jet use. They must have paid an obscene amount for the grainy, poorly shot images of Meghan stepping off a plane at Santa Barbara Airport. Considering how relentlessly they are trying to milk this non-story, their desperation is almost palpable, spinning a narrative riddled with hypocrisy and thinly veiled malice. It's almost laughable how predictable this is. Every single time Meghan and Harry do anything, no matter how mundane, it becomes front-page hysteria. The private jet narrative is the latest in their long-running smear campaign, despite the glaringly obvious double standards at play. Where is the outrage when Prince William and Kate Middleton flit around in taxpayer-funded helicopters, treating them as their personal Ubers? Where is the breathless condemnation when the so-called future king, who loves to pontificate about climate change, is caught indulging in the very excesses he supposedly campaigns against? There is none, because hypocrisy is the foundation of these tabloid attacks. The Daily Mail's headline practically froths at the mouth. Meghan Markle's $30,000 private jet trip, eco-preaching Duchess, flew back to California from Invictus Games on gas-guzzling plane that created 6 tons of CO2 and included mystery stopover in Seattle. There's just one problem. Meghan has never at any point positioned herself as an environmentalist or an eco-warrior. That title belongs to Prince William, the man who launched the Earthshot Prize while routinely hopping on helicopters for 30-minute trips. But no, the Daily Mail selectively applies this environmental hypocrisy outrage solely to Meghan and Harry. According to the Mail's fevered reporting, Meghan's flight, sans Harry, set off from Vancouver on a private Bombardier CL-600, a luxury jet that allegedly costs between $21,000 and $30,000 for a trip of that length. And yet, they seem far more obsessed with the so-called mystery stopover in Seattle, as though Meghan is running an underground smuggling ring instead of, stopping for refueling customs or any other completely normal travel reason. The hysteria over something as benign as a 30-minute stop reeks of desperation to make her look secretive, as if they're uncovering some grand conspiracy instead of the completely unremarkable reality that travel itineraries aren't always direct. Let's talk about the actual environmental impact for a moment. The Mail loves to sensationalize numbers without context, claiming Meghan's flight burned 800 gallons of fuel and created 6.6 tons of CO2, which weighs the same as a large elephant. Why not compare it to Prince William's environmental footprint? Where are the exhaustive reports detailing how many flights he's taken, how much CO2 he's personally responsible for? When William and Kate whisk their children off on lavish vacations via private jets, does the Mail clutch its pearls over carbon emissions? Of course not. The sheer one-sidedness is staggering, proving yet again that this is not about genuine concern for the environment, but about demonizing Meghan at every turn. Another layer to this ridiculous narrative is the insinuation that Meghan should somehow be obligated to fly commercial, as if her every move needs to be scrutinized and criticized. Never mind the very real security concerns that come with her level of fame. No, she should just cram herself into economy class to satisfy the insatiable, rabid outrage of tabloid readers who will hate her regardless of what she does. The argument is laughably disingenuous. When Prince William and Kate fly private, the narrative is framed as necessary, responsible, and justified. When Meghan does it, it's evidence of her supposed hypocrisy and extravagance. And let's not forget the staggering irony of the Daily Mail itself. A publication that has championed climate change denial, suddenly pretending to care about CO2 emissions when it serves their anti-Meghan agenda. If they truly cared about environmental responsibility, they would be scrutinizing the entire royal family, billionaire oligarchs and corporations that pollute on a scale infinitely larger than one woman taking a single flight. But no, they fixate on Meghan Markle because outrage sells and the British tabloid machine is addicted to vilifying her. The underlying problem is clear. Meghan is an independent woman who refuses to grovel before the British press. She has the audacity to live her life without their approval, and that infuriates them. This latest non-scandal is just another desperate attempt to make her seem out of touch, as if she owes the public an explanation for every minor decision. The hypocrisy, the bias, and the sheer vitriol directed at her are exhausting to witness. The British press will never admit that they don't actually care about private jets, CO2 emissions, or eco-preaching. What they care about is keeping their smear campaign against Meghan alive. Facts be damned. And so the circus continues. Another week, another manufactured scandal, another round of pearl clutching over an issue they never actually cared about in the first place. The British tabloids' relentless attacks on Meghan aren't journalism, they're harassment, dressed up as concern, and anyone who falls for it should take a hard look at what they're actually being fed, because it sure as hell isn't the truth. And that's a wrap, squaddies. Thanks for tuning in and being part of this amazing journey. Your support means the world to me. If you had a good time, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're the first to catch our next adventure. Drop your thoughts, questions, or even just a quick hello in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Share this with your friends, your family, or anyone who could use a little inspiration. Until next time, stay awesome, stay motivated, and keep shining. Catch you later.